Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are having an awesome day so far. Yesterday, I posted a poll on my Instagram account and asked what you guys wanted to see next. And it looks like the majority of the votes were to take a look at a behind the scenes look of how I color grade my footage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you guys into Premiere Pro with me and kind of show you my editing process whenever it gets to that creative direction that I wanna take towards the end of my editing. So let's roll that intro and get right into it. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is David Wigfield and I own a productions company based out of Rogers, Arkansas. I specialize in shooting product videography for a lot of the local businesses in the area, as well as weddings. If this is your first time on the channel, thank you so much. I'm stoked to have you here and hopefully you get some beneficial information out of this and enjoy the content. If you do like the video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps me out as a content creator, and hit that bell to be notified of future videos. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into Premiere and get started. Okay, so we are in Premiere Pro, and I have a clip here from a wedding that I shot back on July 11th. And on this left side is gonna be the image that comes straight out of my camera. On the right side is where I've done all of my basic corrections. So basic corrections basically involves going in and just making sure that my color accuracy is good. So that means taking some of the blues out of things that aren't supposed to be blue. So like in these leaves and different things like that. I've warmed up the image a little bit, added in the amount of saturation that I want to start with, and added in the contrast. So over here, what I will do is first I will do my secondary corrections. So secondary corrections involve going in and basically making my skin tones accurate with what they're supposed to be. So as you can see on this image, her skin tone is very green. You may not be able to tell so much right now, but whenever I uncover this, that is her natural skin tone color. That is the color that her skin is. So I have basically gone in and adjusted her skin tone to be more accurate. And the way that I do that is I come over here to my come over here to my HSL secondary. Sorry for the ambulances. I come over here to my secondary corrections, and basically I take my color pickers and I pick the spot on her face and make sure that I grab all of the different tones of skin that she has. So what that looks like, this is what the layer looks like with the selected skin tones that I want to manipulate on this particular layer. So I make sure that I have all of her skin tones. Now, if you don't include, so like let's say that I only had that much of her skin tone, then her face would not be corrected. And we definitely do not want that, obviously. You do not want to look like the Hulk on your wedding day. That is the secondary correction that I do for her skin tone. Just so you guys can see that one more time. It went from this, so her skin tone has a very greenish hue to it, to a little bit more magenta, a little bit warmer, a little bit more of those warmer tones added in there to make it look like she's actually alive. Now, the next step is I will copy and paste this adjustment layer onto my grade. So all of the corrections that I've made here, I will paste them into the grade layer. And what that does is it takes her, her skin tones that we have already been able to adjust, and it adds them in there so that I can come in here and invert the layers. Like on this one, if I click it, then that is going to be the areas that are color, that is gonna be the area that I manipulate. So if I come back over here, and I'll unhide this. This is the final grade that I do. But if I click this, you can see that after clicking this button, it inverts it so that everything that is in color is going to be selected, and that is the colors that I'm going to manipulate. So I really, really like the orange and teal look. So like that very cinematic look that a lot of filmmakers use. I think it looks very nice, and the complementary colors of teal and orange just look awesome together. So I will come over here and I will add in a little bit of that teal to the background. So every color that I choose with this layer being selected will be manipulated. And that is basically what I do. Over here, I mean, I've desaturated it a little bit. I've added in a vignette to bring a little bit more focus in, and just like little aspects like that to really emphasize what I want you to pay attention to. So yeah, and that is going to conclude the video. So thank you so much for tuning in and checking out behind the scenes of how I color grade and how I get to that end look that is very punchy. So I hope that some of you filmmakers out there were able to take a few bits and pieces of that and kind of use it to incorporate into your own editing and your own workflow. So if you guys have any questions about anything at all, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. I'm more than happy to help you out in any way that I possibly can. And I look forward to having you all back for the next video. Take it easy and stay creative.